Sunstroke. Some of my memories get all blurry, but that day will be with me forever. It was hot that day and we weren't used to it. Mom had taken us to one of my favorite places, the zoo. I always loved watching the animals there, especially the meerkats. I would always find them hilarious. The way they would stand on top of their little dirt mounds like they were little lookout guards. My brother would always be giggling in his palm as Mom showed him around. We spent the whole day exploring that place. I was having so much fun, but it was so hot that day and by the end we were all very tired. Mom was so tired from pushing my little brother in the prom all day. We eventually decided to go back home. Mom didn't have a car, so we got a train from near where we lived and got off at the station near the zoo. The walk to the zoo was fine, but the walk back was so long. The heat was just never ending. As we waited on the station platform, I could see how tired Mom was. She was swaying from side to side and looked like she was barely hanging on. I could see her eyes slowly starting to close like she was about to go to sleep. I remember hearing the train coming and people starting to get up from their seats. It all happened like it was slow motion. I still remember seeing the prom slowly rolling off the side of the platform onto the tracks. I remember the gasps and shouts from people on the platform. I remember the cries of my baby brother before the train hit. What I remember most is the sound of Mom screaming. I'll remember it forever. I didn't know a person could make a sound like that. It reminded me of one of the animal screeches from the zoo. That sound still makes my whole body shiver when I think about it. It's hard to remember the rest. Things get blurry. I remember people shouting, people holding my mother as she cried. I remember ambulances and police cars. I remember people in green clothes leading me away from Mom. I remember crying. Why were they taking me away from Mom? The only person I have that cared for me. Eventually, I was taken away in a car and things get to blurry after that. It was a while later, but a policeman eventually came to visit me. He told me that Mom was at the hospital, that she was sick from something he called sunstroke, and that's why she had been so tired. It's been a long time since that day. I'm older now, living in a foster home. I hate it here and the other kids don't talk to me much. Mom was the only family I had. Dad died a long time ago. I don't have anyone else. Mom never got better after that day. I never saw her much, but sometimes the people at the foster home let me visit the hospital she stayed at. I tried talking to her, but Mom kept crying every time I spoke. She would always cry and wouldn't look at me. I don't understand. I thought she would be happy to see me again. I thought we could go back to the good times, but we never did. Mom's gone now. I was told she passed away in hospital. I don't like to think about it much. I'm alone now and I don't know what to do. Dad passed away before I was old enough to know him. We were alone, but not really. We had each other. Eventually things got better and for a while everything was great. Mom was happy and smiling again. She always made lots of time for me. We played games, went to the zoo and parks. It was great. We were happy. It didn't last though and soon Mom started seeing someone, a man. I always hated that man. He took Mom away from me. She was so happy before, but now she wouldn't talk to me. We stopped playing games and never went anywhere fun. The man was always loud and angry and Mom was always sad. She cried a lot. Even when the man left, she cried. I thought that now he was gone things would go back to the way things were. But then, he came. Mom sat me down one day. I thought we were going to do something fun. Go to the zoo or a park maybe. Then she told me that I was going to be a big brother. I was confused. I thought it was going to be just us again. Mom was always tired, and we never did anything fun anymore. Mom would always be with that thing. My baby brother never made time for me, never did anything fun. Mom was always tired, always sad, while my brother always cried. He ruined everything. We were happy. Mom was happy until it arrived. I thought I could fix it. I thought I could make Mom smile again, and as she closed her eyes at the train platform, I pushed.